what's going on? It's me. You know, we're here today. You make sure you give me a heart and a thumbs up when you get in here so we can get into some things. Make sure you share, hit that share button, share it to the group, share it everywhere. It doesn't even really matter. I'm going to get into some of the things that we've seen in the group today. How have everybody been doing so far with the quarantine? I know I've been seeing a lot of more people outside. Everybody's getting a little fidgety and, you know, getting that in the house syndrome, wanting to sit still and trying to sit still and can't sit still. And so it's like, I gotta go outside. I done went outside a couple times, y'all. I done got cursed out in Walmart, but you know, that's another story for another day. Just let me know when you get in here. I want to get straight into the group. So Candy Caught the Secrets, I seen a post by one of the members, you know, David. He always gives me one. So he was saying how he wanted to know why our relationships complicated. You treat people how you want to be treated, they'll treat you how they want to be treated, and vice versa, and that the relationship shouldn't be complicated. You know what I mean? So y'all know my opinions on stuff like that. I feel like relationships aren't complicated. People make them complicated, and the things that come in them make them complicated. Whether it's the kids, or you going to work, or you tired, or just all of these type of things that can go into it. You know, life just happens every day, and you can feel like, you know what? I don't feel like being a mother today. I don't feel like being a father today. I don't feel like being your husband. I don't feel like being anything today. So, in response to that, I want to see something really quick. Make sure if you're watching it, share this to the group for me, please. I'm in here trying to get it. The coach isn't here tonight, but I'm trying to set that up. So some of the comments, you know, people commented on it. And a lot of times people won't comment on things that, you know, that they can relate to if they're living in it based upon what other people are saying. But you know me, I comment on everything. It doesn't really matter. I don't think relationships are complicated. I think that the people in the relationships make the relationship complicated. Let me see. Case in point. If you forget my birthday, you know what I'm saying? Some people forget their partner's birthdays and they get into things like that. I know somebody personally who's their man forgot their birthday and it was like, oh, hell had broke loose. But I don't know. I would be upset too because my birthday is a big day to me. So I do feel like in relationships that women, don't kill me ladies, but I feel like in relationships a lot of times we put all these pressures and expectations and stuff on these guys that I feel like you have to make sure that you can already fulfill the role that you're asking your partner to fulfill before you come up with all of these requirements and different things that you want. You know, you want somebody to come home, not like saying they shouldn't come home every day, but you come home sometimes you haven't even cleaned up the house, you haven't even washed the dishes, you ain't even asked the nigga how his day was before you started nagging and going on about everything else except for what he wants to hear, right? What else? I'm trying to think. What else? What else do other things go on? I ain't had nobody in my space in so long that it's hard for me to figure it out, but what other things I hear women complain about? Oh, well, he didn't wash the dishes or he didn't clean the bathroom. I'm not saying that, you know, a man shouldn't do those things, but it's just like, okay, well, were you sitting around all day? What were you doing? You could have easily cleaned up everything. So it's just like, don't keep having all these requirements and expectations, put all these pressures on these guys to be your girlfriend, really. Some of them, you know what I'm saying? Some of them, I'm listening to some of the things that they be wanting their boyfriends to do, and I'm like, sound like you need to be with a woman. You know what I'm saying? You want him to do all of these things. Yes, he should be considerate. Yes, he should be compassionate. Yes, he should ask you how you're doing. Yes, he should do that. But it's like, what are you doing in the relationship for him? Why is it that all of these expectations are always placed on a man to do these things? Then you have the men who put all the pressure on women, whereas though it's like, lately I've been seeing, like even in the group and just in conversations that I've been having with people, that sex. Why is sex such a huge thing in a relationship? I don't know what it is. It's like David was saying in the group, you know, hey y'all, give me a thumbs up. I see you, hey Saran. Some of y'all are coming in a little delayed, but it's like sex is like high on the priority list before you even get to know anybody. It's like as soon as you meet them, the first thing is like, so how you like your dick sucked, or how you like your pussy ate, or what's your favorite position, what's the different things you like? And it's like, damn, can you get past, you know, knowing me? So that's what I think That's what I think it is. Like lately, it's like women just want men to spend their money immediately. I feel like a man gonna spend his money on you regardless, especially if he likes you or if he feels like he's gonna work for it. You know, I'm not saying just spread it open and give it to him as soon as he fucking come in, but you know what I'm saying? Like, get to know him more than that. The next thing you know, you fucking having a baby with whatchamacallit. You don't even know his name. You don't know where he live at. All you know is, you know, he got good dick and they call him Pistol Poppin' Pete. That's all you know, little Pistol Poppin' Pete. What you say? Teran said these bitches don't do shit. He said these bitches don't do shit but spend niggas' money. Here you go. I see they done let you out of Facebook jail, huh, Teran? They done let you out and you are back with a vengeance. Make sure you share it to the group for me. I'm trying to do it on my end. I do feel like that women, as a man though, Teran, you should spend money. You should want to spend money. Nothing comes easy, as the dating coach say. You'll appreciate it more the harder you have to work for it. But I feel like if he likes you, he's gonna spend money on you anyway. He's gonna give you what you want anyway. It all depends on where you are in a relationship. If you feel like all you want to do is just have sex, then no. You got to know where people play at in your life. If it's just a sex thing, then you got to keep the sex. I'm not saying a whole lot of money got to be spent, but something got to be spent other than just getting a wet ass all the time. Like, you can get on wet ass at home with yourself. They got toys. Y'all seen the Amazon worker during the quarantine. He done went on to the media laying everybody out because he's sick of everybody buying dildos and doing all that stuff. He said he is risking his life, and he is not risking his life to freaking send you hoes dildos all day. So I thought that was freaking hilarious. I'm having some technical difficulties on my end, but don't worry about it. But I don't know. I feel like courting. Men no longer court the women these days. Like you said, Teran, all they want to do is spend money. Like you should want to though. Like, shouldn't you want to spend money on your lady friend or your wife or whomever it is that you get with? I think that the men today and the generation today, the standards are so low, like they set the bar so low that I feel like a lot of people really know what they want anyway these days. You know, you got twerking all over the world. You got bitches on the internet sucking cucumbers. You know, you got the one girl I seen, she was making love to a Hennessy bottle. You know, so it's just like y'all look and y'all see things on the internet, and then y'all think that everybody is like that, because everybody is not money hungry. Every woman is not looking for a man to come and save her. But your relationship and the person you with should be an asset. Should be an asset to you. You know what I mean? Why do you want to be with a liability? That's just like a house. I feel like your relationship should be just like a house. It should be just like it should be an investment. You should be pouring into each other, not taking from each other and take. But if the relationship is a one-sided relationship, then of course that's going to be a problem. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be a problem if you're the only one that's working and cleaning and cooking. So like in a group, right? There was a post. It was like, hey, I pay the rent, I pay the car payments, I pay the mortgage, I buy the groceries. All my wife or my girlfriend has to do is just pay all the utilities and cook and clean. I just don't understand, like, why is it so hell-bent in society that a woman is the only one that's supposed to cook and clean in the house? Y'all know I don't do no fucking cleaning in here, you feel me? Like, you can't just sit here and fucking just do nothing and just do it to me, and that's supposed to just keep me happy. Like, that's not what it is. A relationship is give and take, you know what I'm saying? And communication. You have to communicate about everything. But the issue is, like, y'all men don't want to communicate that y'all are quick to run to the next person. Instead of having issues in your relationship where you say, you know what, I want to sit and I want to talk to her. I seen something in the group that was like, you know, well, a man would prefer to go to the other woman and be nice to her and pour into her and buy her everything, treat a side chick like this, that, and the third. But that does happen, because the side chick don't have to put up with your dirty drawers. The side chick ain't seeing you in rare form. When she gets with you, y'all having fun. You know what I'm saying? Even with the side dude, y'all having fun. Y'all getting away from life. It seems like everything is so good. But guess what? When you decide that you want that motherfucker full time, you get to see what the wife dealing with, or you get to see what the girlfriend was dealing with, or what the husband was dealing with, or what the boyfriend was dealing with. Everything look good until it become yours. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think y'all let that marinate. You feel me? Everything looks good until it becomes yours. And it's like, once you get it, it's like, damn, I didn't even fucking know Taquasia was going through all of that with fucking Anthony. I don't even know how she put up with this nigga. That's why a lot of y'all try to, like, befriend the ex and talk to her and see what's going on. Like in the post, all right? Did you see where in the group where I fucking posted, so my question of the day, y'all, for y'all that ain't Candy Coated Secrets, that was really a true question. You know, it wasn't really a secret. It's a bigger secret. I can't really give the whole secret because I said I'd be mindful, but you know, this person asked their ex if they would join them in a threesome with their current partner. Now, for me, it's like, I'm not even about to fucking go to my ex and my current boyfriend's ex and ask this bitch to join me in no threesome with this nigga. Like, that don't make sense. I don't even understand how people do it. I don't understand where it even came from or how it was done. But I was like, when I'm listening to it, I was like, oh my gosh, like, people do that? And it's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, what did you say? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to know, what did you say? I just thought that it was like the craziest thing in the world that I had ever heard. Like, would you, tell me that, would you ask your ex to join you in a threesome with your current partner? Or would you go to your husband's ex-girlfriend or your wife's ex-husband and ask them to join you in on a threesome? Like, this really happened. So the question of the day, like, that really freaking happened. And I wanted to see some of you guys' response. You know, the one chick was like, hell yeah, because I wish my ex could still tap this thing because he was the best sex partner I ever had. I was like, whoa, okay, go ahead. I love that honesty. I just think that it would just create more issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, threesomes can already be tricky. I don't know. I've never had one. You know, I never had one. I used to want to do it to just try it. Y'all know me. I'd try anything. But I was like, no. You know, once I started looking at like you bringing more evil things into your bedroom, it can lead to other things and all this other stuff. And then you're going to get mad. And you never know if you're allowing your husband or your boyfriend or whomever, your wife or whomever, to have sex with her ex in a threesome. What you gonna do when they start catching feelings again? What you gonna do when she be like, oh, well, it's my special occasion. Can I come back over there? Like, I don't think people really think about the things that they ask people to do. Like, what would you really do? What would you do? Hey, Justin. Hey, Benita. Hey, Tiffany. Tiffany, I think you answered that. I think you said you wouldn't do it or some shit like that. It's just like, what would you do? I wouldn't even know how to ask that. But not only that, I would look at you like, why are you so comfortable asking me that? You know what I mean? Like, why are you so comfortable asking me to come into your relationship and get this nigga a threesome? Okay? Like, that is crazy for me, okay? Like, I would never do that. But I don't judge those who do it. That's what I want to see. Tiffany, would you say, no, I wouldn't do that. It's past is the past for a reason. Well, Latonya said, no, that's a no-go for me. Fuck that. That's what I'm saying. It ain't even about if he going to be swinging a dick better over there or not, but it's just like, that's history. They have history. Like, one thing that I feel like you have to learn, and I had to learn too, you can't compete with history. And I'm not about to compete with no history. You never know what happens. Things, they might want to rekindle something and then you getting mad and then you trying to figure out what to do once it gets done and all of that other stuff is like, oh, hell no. Here it is. You done let the ex get in the bed with y'all and now he or she trying to rekindle some shit and then you can't even be mad at nobody but who? Who can you blame? You can't blame nobody but yourself. You can't blame nobody but yourself. Sorry, y'all. I'm back. I had to drink my water because I was getting a little chunky. Doing quarantine, I feel like. I'm getting a little big again. So, you know, eating and snacking all goddamn day. We can't go outside. We can't do nothing. What's the other thing? Cluster. So, Tiffany, what kind of ring do you prefer, right? I feel like this about rings. I don't like cluster rings. Like when people out here and they getting engaged. So, you know, this is the conversation that I was having with somebody. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to talk about it and I'm going to bring it to Candy Coated Goddamn Secrets. And we're going to get into it. It was about, you know, these engagement football clusters. I call them football clusters. I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? Don't fucking judge me. I ain't got my ring on, whatever the case may be, but I still can have a preference, okay? All right, so I feel like football rings in clusters, right? What you have the solitary cuts, you have all princess cut, and you know, all of that stuff. But you can still have a preference even if you don't have one on your finger yet. So let me tell you. So I don't like them high school, college football rings. You know them ones that look like they come out of the hair store, where it's like the ring with like all the clusters and shit, and it's just right here, and it's just like, oh, like, I think it's cute. Don't get me wrong, I think they be cute. I think that is cute. But at the end of the day, you know, some shit will work for you, don't work for me. You understand? But don't you sit there and go home or be like, yo, I was looking at Candy Coated Secrets tonight, MsVibrations said, nigga, you shouldn't have got me no cluster or no football ring. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that, I don't know. I guess maybe coming when you grow up and you watch movies and things like that, you see the little single diamond. Like, I never watched a movie and a nigga went and got a fucking hair store cluster ring or a football cluster ring and proposed with somebody with that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't want y'all to think that I'm, you know, taking it another way. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I don't like the football cluster rings, all those diamonds. To me, it look like you take some glass. Y'all ever seen glass like in its like dust form? You know what I'm saying? Like in the dust form, and you just sprinkle this shit like salt, and you grind it all up, and then you get a piece of metal, and it's like they say, boom, and it's like a nigga went in there and said, "That's the one." Oh no, don't. I'm just saying, don't do that. I don't do that. What you say? Tiffany said, I don't like flashy, but I like it broken down around the ring. Yeah, I like it too. Wait, my nose. Y'all know my nose is always itching. These allergies and all that. Hey, Katrina. Hey, Vanessa. Yeah. So I mean, don't get me wrong. All right. I don't mind it being broken down, but I feel like it should be broken down in chunks. Tiffany, you know, like the crystal candy. Y'all remember, like even the crystal candy with all of the crystals that come on that stick, that should be bigger than some of them cluster rings. And it's fucking candy. You understand? What they even say, let that man get what he can afford. Gosh, me, I'm giving a string. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you can't afford a nice ring. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, I wanted to know how y'all felt about clusters. Would you buy your lady a cluster ring, Damien? Like, that's all I want to know. I'm just not going to take you serious. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to take it serious, but I'm just going to be like, oh, okay. Like, that's something you give me for Valentine's Day. Something like that. Valentine's Day or a birthday or, you know, I was just thinking about you. Don't you dare get on your knee with no goddamn cluster coming to me. I'm sorry. At least ask me. You know, take it. But if I don't know, like I feel like I'm feeling the judgment. I'm feeling the judgment. I'm not one of those people where I'm just happy to have a goddamn ring on my finger. You could be happy to have a ring and still have a preference. What you say? Why y'all can't just accept it? Accept it. Yo, you can accept it. I'm not saying I wouldn't accept it. I'm just sitting here telling y'all what I would accept. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, my man would know me enough to know not to fucking give me no hair store cluster ring or football ring or college ring. I wish I could go and get this class ring that my mother had, my mother's class ring from back in the 60s. Like, that is what those, you know what I'm saying? That is what they remind me of. I don't have a problem with it because it is the thought that counts. You know what I'm saying? But the question that I have, you know what I'm saying, since you got so much to say, Saran, with that is, how is it that you guys will go ahead and say, I'm going to marry this girl, I'm going to propose? Like, to me, marriage is special. I don't care. Like, out of everybody in the whole wide world, you chose me to marry. So I would take that so serious. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is so, like, special to me. But what I don't get is, you marry a motherfucker and then you cheat. I don't know how those go together. I don't understand it, because it's like things are supposed to be like that. So for instance, I know somebody who was married for about like 15 years. They were married for about 15 years, and the marriage ended not because of him, but because of her. You know what I'm saying? So usually when I hear things where the relationships come to an end behind the woman, that shit make my radar go like, because it's very rare that you hear a relationship, yet alone a marriage, come to an end because a woman is like, look, I had to go over here and fuck Charles. I had to go fuck Charles tonight. I ain't got nothing to do with I over here with Ike. I wanted to go get Charles. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'm like, well, what happened? Well, did you try to work for it? And he's like, yeah, she just was like, she wasn't happy. She started seeing some other guy, and she left me and the kids. I was like, damn, like bitches is out here really doing the shit that niggas do. So it's just like, why get married to only cheat? Just like in relationships, why get into a relationship to only mess around? You do all these things like Taran, you hate spending money. You do all this stuff to spend money to get this girl, to court this girl, to only mess around. Like, why would you do that? Why would you do something like that to anybody? I don't understand how people do it. What'd you say, Damien? What you say? Duran said marriage is a bad contract. So I take it you don't ever want to get married because you're sitting here looking at marriage like a contract. I don't look at marriage like a contract. I had a guy tell me one day that he feel like a marriage is a business. Marriage, and I'm like, explain this to me how marriage is a business. He's like, because in order for me to ask a woman to marry me, he said it's a business. She has to have something. She has to be able to come to the table with something. I would think that the only reason that we're getting married is so that we can take what we have, bring it together, build on it, and then if the shit don't work out, I have to go ahead and sever ties and give you half, and people very rarely want half. They want everything. So I'm just like, damn, well, maybe you won't ever have a wife if you're looking at marriage as a business. Do y'all think marriage is a business? I don't think marriage is a business. And I want to marry for love. Like, I don't know if people still marry for love these days. I feel like, you know, as the old people say, it ain't about the romance, it's about the finance. You know what I'm saying? I don't think people marry for love anymore. I think everybody is he's just marrying Raquita because he been with her for forever. She just marrying Tyshawn because she was with him and they got all them kids. But it's just like, all right, so why you with him? Oh, girl, because he just got a bonus at work. Oh, because she know how to cook. She might look up there and go ahead. Like, it's like, people aren't marrying for love anymore. People are staying in relationships for convenience. Whatever is convenient for you at the time, that's what you're doing. That's who you with. Whoever lets you come and go and do what you want. I had a guy tell me one time when he was in a relationship that he chose the lesser of the two evils by going with the other girl, and because of the other girl over the girl that he was with, because the other girl didn't require much. All she wanted him to do was spend the night and fuck her and text her and talk to her all day while she was at work. Did you hear that? Like, that's all she wanted. So the girlfriend that he was with that was at home, she ain't want that. You're going to come home. You're going to build. You're going to do better. You're going to know that this is not what you're supposed to do. You're going to be held accountable for your actions. You're going to be held accountable for what you do. And he was like, yeah, you know, he left because the side chick or whatever, it was easy to deal with her because she ain't want much. And I'm like, oh my God. What'd you say, Tiffany? Tiffany said it shouldn't be only a business, but ultimately you're building something together, an empire, generational wealth, and etc. Taran said these bitches don't have shit to offer. Taran, somebody hurt you real bad. I don't know where you meeting these women at or what they is doing to you, honey. But you are hilarious. I'm gonna have to get you come on here one day so you can tell them what they need to do. Yeah, you should look at it though, Tiffany, as like generational wealth and building and doing different things and getting things together and all of that. You know what I'm saying? I just hope that if you are out here, you find love and you appreciate it. Don't be out here wasting people's time because people out here today will blow your fucking head off. And I'm telling you, I'm one of them. I'm trying to get there to where as though I can sit and watch you fuck around or leave me alone and then go ahead and I say, all right, well, see you later. But I ain't there yet. You got to know yourself. What'd you say? Hey, Vanessa girl. She said, I think marriage is fine and a beautiful thing when both people are ready. If not, it will get ugly really fast. Yeah, the other thing too, before I get out of here, You have to already know if your relationship is already ugly, your marriage ain't gonna be no better. Don't go and put a ring on a fucked up situation. Pain will eventually come to the surface. Issues will eventually come to the surface that you can't get around and that you can't, avoid. That's why you need to talk about it all in the process. That's why you got to talk about it. You say, what'd you say? To be honest, it ain't. He said, to be honest, it ain't. She said, to be honest, it ain't shit out here to be risking your marriage over. It's not. I feel like I don't understand why people just don't walk away. Like, just walk away. People rather hurt you, cheat on you, or abuse you. And I really feel sorry for those, right now that's in the quarantine. I send out love to them that are stuck in the house with their abusers and, in an unhappy relationship. The kids who got to sit and watch their mother get disrespected and the father get disrespected, the alcoholics, and people that's in the house with their abusers right now. It's really, 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 really sad. So I do give my, heart and, sympathy to those who are doing that. And I also give it to those who are still able to do what they do and show the hell up. But at the same time, I feel like if we knew better, we would do better. And until you know better, you won't do any better. But don't fucking have and be in a screwed up relationship with shit and then throw a ring on it and call it marriage. It ain't gonna work like that. You might as well just stay being his girlfriend, stay being her boyfriend, or just go ahead and get you somebody new altogether. Me personally, I'd rather start over with 100 different niggas than to deal with the same shit from the same nigga 100 times. You hear me? Like, I don't know, if you can relate to that, but I'm just telling you, I'd rather be labeled and looked at as as a skank before I be looked at like a goddamn fool. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just some shit I just ain't ready to do. It's like, don't think that because your relationship ended or the marriage ended that it's the end of the world. Of course, it's like mourning a death. Any breakup, any relationship is hard to go through. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, guess what? The same way God sent you him, God will send you a goddamn another one. Okay? I think that was a word. Church say amen. For real, and I feel like if we start looking at our losses and our breakups in that form, and it's a hard process to look at it that way, but I feel like if we start looking at our relationships like that, like, you know what, this didn't work. Yes, it hurts. Yes, I wanted it to be different. Yes, I wanted it to be better. But you know what? God sent me you, and I thought you were everything. I know he'll send me somebody else, and if not, he's going to send me an even better version of what I had, Sometimes it's us keeping ourselves in these fucked up relationships, and then we try to blame it on the man. It ain't the man. It ain't nobody else. It's you. It's just you. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to come on here today and just have open discussions. There's nothing that I wanted to talk about, in particular or specifically. I just wanted to talk to you guys about some of the things and all that stuff that I seen in the group. I wanted to address it. I went MIA yesterday. I was super busy at work and all of that. And what did you say? Justin said, hard, but you'll find another one. You will find another one. God will send you another one. But the thing is, learn some lessons from that shit. Don't keep picking up the same nigga though. Don't keep picking up the same nigga. And stop taking these niggas back after 2 weeks to change. You know what I'm saying? For real. Nigga been changed for 2 weeks, been calling you, been answering texts, been coming home, been doing everything else. You saying, girl, I don't know what got into him, girl, but he didn't change. Bitch, it's been 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks. Kids act good too when they come up for goddamn punishment. Give it about 5 more weeks and see how it go. You know what I'm saying? Just don't look at it like that. I don't feel like you should give up on your relationship, but I also think that a lot of times us as women, men too, I can only really speak from a woman's point of view, we don't know when to walk away, and we don't know when we're beating a dead horse. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to also recognize when you're beating a dead horse. Like, you know what? This isn't doing anything. Like, I posted on my page the other day. Bitches be so quick to hold grudges against their motherfucking friends and family, but you quick to forgive and run back to that nigga. Yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. You know what I'm saying? And we gonna get into that another day. That might be something to say for the coach, the love coach. Because I wanna have that conversation with another man, you know what I'm saying? It might not even have to be the love coach. Somebody who ain't trying to have no love coach to explain this silly shit. You know what I'm saying? But we do. We hold grudges against our friends and family, but we'll run back to this man 1,000 goddamn times that didn't lie and let you down and disappointed you. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like a lot of times we just have to do better, make decisions, make the right decisions. So don't mourn that nigga. Don't mourn that girl. Get up out your ass. Get you back together. Look in the mirror and say, yes, I am somebody. Go recite a Maya Angelou poem or something. I don't know what you need to do. Turn me on and see what the fuck I'm dealing with. And then, you might feel a little bit better about your shit. But I don't know. But I thank you guys for listening to me tonight. Make sure you share it. Spread the word. It's quarantine and chill. The coronavirus got all these fucking hypochondriacs. People giving themselves the virus just by watching the shit on TV. Like, bitch, you been in the house for 60 days. And you sitting here talking about something. Girl, I was breathing heavy. I feel like I might got that corona. No, you don't. You're watching the news, bitch. That's what you're doing. Sitting here watching, looking at all these symptoms, Googling words you ain't never Googled before. And now in the hell you think you got the shit. Get it together. Get on that TV. You know what I'm saying? Go out, get some air, take a stretch, walk on the porch, read a book, teach your kids, because some of your kids going to go back stupid because y'all don't understand that goddamn paperwork. I know I don't. I can't even tell you what my daughter homework look like. I say, girl, you better be paying attention because mom ain't got, I got my diploma. I did it already. I ain't got time. Go back to school. They talk about she going to go tell them, go back and tell her teachers that goddamn MsVibrations was an Egyptian princess. They gonna say, who the hell is MsVibrations? My mother said, yeah, that's me. So no, shit gonna be fucked up. So don't listen to me. You know what I'm saying? I've been telling her, pay attention, get that laptop, make sure you do your schoolwork. Because you depend on me, all hope is lost. I don't know what 25 divided by the square root of 16 to get to X is. I don't know that. I don't know that. You know what I'm saying? But, thank you guys for joining me tonight. I'll see you next week. Stay blessed. Clean your ass. Wash your hands. And just do better, be better. And I will see you guys here next week. See you.